A warm welcome to you all. This is Into Vietnam, the daily business update, only here on VITV channel and following some major stories. Vietnam and the United States commit to finish the TPP talks in 2015. As much as $663 million was poured into Vietnam in January. And the Prime Minister decides specific mechanisms for Quảng Ninh province. Vietnam and the United States made firm commitments to finishing the negotiation of the Trans-Pacific Partnership or TPP in 2015. The strong message was heard at the bilateral conference Vietnam-US relationship for 20 more successful years on January the 26th. The commitment shows a strong desire to deepen and stabilize Vietnam-United States relations in various areas.
This conference, it's a joint effort. It's not so much the United States helping Vietnam as the two countries working together. And the two countries have shared goals, a shared vision of peace, stability, and development in this region, and we're working together to achieve that goal.
The United States ambassador to Vietnam affirmed the conference offered a chance for both sides to discuss measures to boost a comprehensive and visionary partnership in the next 20 years for Vietnam and the United States. In related news, the Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam, or CAAV, and Boeing signed a memorandum of collaboration in support of Vietnam Receiver Category No. 1, approved by the United States Federal Aviation Administration. Under the agreement, Boeing will help CAAV work through the corrective action plan and assist in facilitating the corporate training for CAAV personnel. Once the FAA Category No. 1 status is achieved, Vietnamese-based commercial airlines can offer direct passengers and cargo service between Vietnam and the United States. Now, foreign direct investment hit $663 million in January. By January the 20th, foreign businesses had invested $392.18 million in 44 new projects and $271.26 million in 19 existing ones, a year-on-year rise of 67.1%. According to the Foreign Investment Agency under the Ministry of Planning and Investment, the processing and manufacturing industry lured much of the FDI capital into 18 projects, followed by wholesale and retail, electricity and water supply sectors. Ho Chi Minh City took the lead among 13 provinces and cities having FDI, followed by Bình Dương and Hải Phòng provinces. The FIA estimated that around $505 million of foreign direct investment capital had been disbursed by January the 20th, a rise of 8.6% from the previous year. Now, the Prime Minister has approved several economic mechanisms designed specifically for the northern coastal province of Quảng Ninh and its Bandon economic zone. Accordingly, Quảng Ninh is allowed to establish a state-owned financial investment company following the model of Ho Chi Minh City to mobilize funds for infrastructure building. The Provincial People's Committee is to work on details of the company and submit the scheme to the Prime Minister for consideration. The province will receive capital from the central budget and other sources to help with the construction of major local projects during 2015-2020 period. Regarding local Bandon economic zone, the Prime Minister decided to include it in the list of coastal economic zones prioritized for development using state funding during the 2013-2015 period. According to the report, East Asia Changing Urban Landscapes, Measuring a Decade of Past Spatial Growth, released by the World Bank on January the 26th, Vietnam's urban development ranks the second in East Asia. The World Bank stressed in its report, Vietnam's urban landscape is heavily dependent on those of Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, which are developing at a much quicker pace than other urban areas. The northern and southern economic hubs are expanding their areas at a respective pace of 3.8% and 4% every year, which is higher than the rate of big cities in different countries except China. The bank forecasts if the current expansion speed is maintained, Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City will double their size by 2020 compared with 2000. So it recommends the Vietnamese government invent a new model of urban development based on the population and transportation. Vietnam earned an estimated $1.95 billion from export of agroforestry and fishery products in January, a year-on-year decline of 13.8%. Of the sum, farm produce exports were valued at $895 million, down 11.8%, while exports of seafood saw a decrease of 25.6% to $412 million, and forestry product export generated $520 million, dropping 8.2%. Export items saw an increase included tea, cashew nuts, cassava, and cassava products. The orientations in revamping the banking system in 2015 are specific, but how they will be implemented and what achievements could be earned are quite tough questions to answer. Overall, restructuring with internal resource will bring both benefits and challenges for the banking system. Joining the M&A deals in local market will only benefit bigger banks, which can easily expand their operations. This is affirmation by the State Bank Governor as he called for linking between a big and a small banks in the country.
Nguyên tắc đầu tiên là nhà nước không để các đồng chí bị thiệt về mặt tài chính, mà các đồng chí chỉ hỗ trợ dưới góc độ là con người. Hai là quản trị. Ba là chính bằng cái uy tín của hệ thống của mình. Thông qua cái chương trình này không phải chỉ mục tiêu là chúng ta xử lý các ngân hàng yếu kém, đấy là một việc nhỏ, mà đây là một việc là chúng ta xây dựng một số các ngân hàng có quy mô lớn.
Following merging deals, weaker lenders will be able to accomplish their unfinished projects in a more professional manner. This should help them to become stronger and more transparent in operations.
Sẽ giải quyết được một số các dự án mà các ngân hàng nhỏ hay cũng như là cái kế hoạch kinh doanh của ngân hàng nhỏ đã được gọi là đã được tài trợ của ngân hàng nhỏ mà đi ở trong hiện tại thiếu vốn hoặc là có nguy cơ về thiếu vốn, thì khi nó sát hợp với ngân hàng lớn ấy, thì nó sẽ mang lại là những cái khoản đầu tư ấy sẽ được ngân hàng lớn ấy, đảm bảo chắc chắn cho cái việc đầu tư và cho vay vào cho vay các dự án đấy. Nếu mà xét thấy các dự án đấy nào hoàn toàn hiệu quả và theo đúng cái pháp luật.
However, it's not easy to overhaul Vietnamese banks with their internal resources, as it's hard for them to agree on business practice management strategies in a short period of time. Moreover, most big banks are not ready to shake hands with much smaller and weaker partners.
Khi sát nhập ngân hàng ấy, người ta thường tính là cộng các vốn chủ yếu lại, cộng các nguồn tài sản lại. Đấy. Chứ người ta không tính toán lại thực ra là bản chất thật là vốn tự có của vốn tự chủ hữu của cái ngân hàng nhỏ đã còn hay không còn. Ví dụ chẳng hạn như thực ra là về bản chất là cái ngân hàng nhỏ mà sát nhập ngân hàng ấy thì là nằm trong tình trạng là rất khó khăn, nợ xấu gia tăng này. Tức là khi mà tính toán tất cả các khoản trích lập dự phòng vào ấy, thì nhiều khi ngân hàng nhỏ nó không còn cả vốn chủ sở hữu nữa. Đấy. Do vậy về hình thức mà khi sát nhập thì vốn chủ hữu lại tăng lên, nhưng mà bản thật về vốn sở hữu trong cái ngân hàng sát nhập sau này ấy, thì nó sẽ nhỏ.
So merging deals among Vietnam's banks are a bumpy road. The government authority should raise the credit institutions' understanding on the benefits of the overhauling plans so that Vietnam will have a better banking industry. As usual, the final part is summary of local gold prices, rates, and stock market. But that's the end of the series. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon and goodbye for now.